Yo, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to Football Therapy with me, your host Jan. I do hope you lot are all doing so well today, mate. I really do hope that. Welcome back to Chelsea News. That's right, the daily series right here on Football Therapy where I go across the football news media and see what's been said about the Blues, consolidating it for you there in one manageable package, giving you my opinion, but hey, more importantly, asking for yours. 3 stories I want to talk about today. First off, shout outs to Armando Broja for doing well in the Eredivisie. I want to have a couple of words on him. Both Kai Havertz and Timo Werner have come out and said some stuff to the media after Chelsea dropping points against Southampton in the Premier League, both referencing the defence. And I do want to address this story going around the media the last few days about Gianluigi Donnarumma. Of course, Chelsea have just bought Edouard Mendy, but is he going to be a long-term second choice goalkeeper on a good contract, or do Chelsea genuinely believe it will be him going forwards? Are they interested in Donnarumma? Can they ignore this potential free transfer? He is kind of like a Galactico goalkeeper at this point at such a young age. I just want to give my opinion on that, basically. Anyway, thanks for hanging out with me here today on Football Therapy. Do consider dropping a sub if you haven't already done so. And if you do choose to subscribe to this channel, please do hit that bell notifications icon. I know all YouTubers say it and it's getting jarring, but it is important. If you enjoy the content and you want to be notified when I upload, you have to click it. Yeah. Alright then, we'll crack into it. So let's start off with Armando Broja, the young teenage striker that has actually featured for Chelsea's first team under Frank Lampard, and of course is currently on loan out in the Eredivisie for, yes that's right, Vitesse. He has already bagged his senior debut goal for Vitesse, but today he bagged himself a beautiful brace in their 2-0 win against Den Haag. Very, very positive. He had a really good game bowl account and they're very pleased with the young striker. He was inspired by Mason Mount's journey to where he is now via Vitesse, going on loan as a teenager. He's doing the same thing. Armando Broja is very highly thought of at Chelsea and he could feature sooner rather than later for Frank Lampard's Blues. Of course, both Werner and Tammy Abraham are relatively young, but if Broja continues to develop at this fast rate and just bangs loads of goals, Frank Lampard will have to consider him. He looks like a gunman. Anyway, I just wanted to give a quick shout out to him because he looks like he's playing well on loan. Let's move on. Right, before I go through the Timo Werner and Kai Havertz quotes, let's talk about Gianluigi Donnarumma. Right, Donnarumma is 21 years old, the first team goalkeeper for Milan, and seemingly the heir apparent to Gianluigi Buffon of Italy's goalkeeper between the sticks for the next 10-15 years. Donnarumma is a Galactico level goalkeeper, yet he's only 21 years old. That's because he's been the first team goalkeeper for Milan since he was 17. So he's high profile for a 21-year-old, and it feels like he's been around forever. And it's funny because goalkeepers notoriously go on for longer, like Willy Caballero is like nearly 40 and he still plays first team games for Chelsea. Buffon's the same for Juventus and PSG. Goalkeepers seemingly go on forever. So to have a goalkeeper so young at 21 yet have such notoriety about him is pretty mad. He's a giant, man. If you look at Donnarumma, he's really big, he's super commanding in that goal, and he's quite intimidating, again, for a youngster. Now, he, I think, wants to leave Milan. He had like a big, senior contract given to him 3 years ago, but his contract expires next summer. So as things stand, he's in the final year of his deal without it seemingly, it's not renewed at the moment. Now, would he want to, say, get a move to Chelsea? Probably, and he's not locked into a contract. He can walk into another club next summer. He can negotiate from January onwards with a new club, and it's not going to be a free transfer for Gianluigi Donnarumma. Let's get this right, man, because it's going to be a huge signing on fee for a player of his profile. And of course, who's his agent? Oh yeah, it's big Mina Raiola. He's going to want like 10 million. He's going to want like 10 million, isn't he? In an agent fee. This is the world we live in now. It's going to be free transfer for Donnarumma plus whatever signing on fee, 15 million plus a 10 million. I'm pulling these numbers out of nowhere, but it's going to cost whichever club they get him, if he does indeed go on a free, millions and millions of pounds regardless. So you catch my drift. But hey, I know what you're saying. You're going, Jan, why are you talking about this? Chelsea have just signed Edouard Mendy and he looks very good and he pretty much fits what Chelsea need at the moment. Correct. And this whole Gianluigi Donnarumma may not be a target at all for Chelsea, but just wanted to pose the question, right? It does seem like Caballero is going to be gone next season. And Chelsea, I think, personally, I'm speculating here, they're going to do as much as they can this season to get Kepa a move in the summer. That's just what I think. And even if it's not a sale, even if it's just a 1-year loan to sell him afterwards, when he'll still have 3 years left on his deal, so we'll have a decent value, I think Chelsea are desperate to get him a loan. He might even go in January, I don't know, whatever, it could happen, I think that's why Frank's playing him a little bit, trying to build his confidence back up. So there could come a situation where Mendy's playing okay, you know, he's doing all right, he's a pretty good keeper, he's recognised as a decent European keeper, but Chelsea might see the opportunity in the summer to sign a young, up-and-coming, world-class goalkeeper to build this Chelsea Galactico team of the next decade, like they have, you know, Kai Havertz is 21, like Gianluigi Donnarumma. Why can't I say it? Like Donnarumma is 21, and you know, Pulisic's roughly the same age. They could build this long-term dynasty. Do you see what I mean? And then maybe Mendy would be happy to be sort of a second-team rotational goalkeeper. Mendy will be like 29 then. Donnarumma will be 21, 22. I'm just saying, man, like, it could be an opportunity. He could go anywhere, probably, let's be real. But the papers are linking Chelsea to him, and I just wanted to express my opinion on that and put some thoughts in the air and see what you guys think regarding that. So drop a like on the video if you would like Chelsea to sign Donnarumma on a free. Alright, let's move on to the next story that involves the Germans. So of course Chelsea had a very disappointing result against Southampton. The goals were great, the first 42 odd minutes were superb, but ultimately the result was disappointing because Chelsea dropped points by conceding 3 goals. Both Kai Havertz and Timo Werner have come out after this game, spoke to different media reporters or whatever, people interviewing them, and they were quoted a couple of different things, and I want to read out to you what they said now for some context. Kai Havertz was interviewed and he admitted to his error leading to the goal, and how he says, look man, that might have actually changed the game a bit, like I'll throw my hands up about that. But then he goes on to talk about mistakes in the team generally and says this: it's not always one person who makes the mistake, so we have to look at our mistakes and try and solve the problems. It would have been great if my goal was the winner, of course. I'm happy with that, but frustrated too about the result. We have to take these 3 points at home, and we can do that, so it was a bad day for us. Pretty much Kai Havertz saying, look man, we got to defend better, mistakes for other team. This is 3 points. He recognises this is 3 points at home against Southampton that we need to be taking. So it wasn't just Kai Havertz who, had an okay game. Obviously, his goal should have been the winner. But Timo Werner had an immaculate game, and he had a lot to say after this game. So I'm going to read you some quotes now. I think we gave them too many opportunities to score goals. We have to win the game. I'm happy about my goals, but in the end, I want to win the game. The first half, we played very well until the goal from Southampton. So Werner's pretty much admitting as well, the first 40 odd minutes, very, very good until the goal from Southampton, the Kai Havertz mistake. They've both sort of recognised that was a turning point of the game. But again, Timo Werner goes on to say more. I don't know if we have a problem, but in the end, the last 3 games, we concede 6 goals, and that's not where I want to be. I think we are Chelsea. We want to battle for titles. In the end, think it's not the offense that wins titles. In Germany, we have always said defense wins titles, and I think that's true. When we concede so many goals in every game, then it's hard to win these games. But in the end, also hard to win titles. I think we have to work, because 6 goals in 3 games is too much. I think we have to be better. And those quotes came from the Mirror. Heavy, man. Profound words from Timo Werner saying, look, man, I'm here to win. I'm not here to take part, bro. And to win, we cannot concede these goals. I think, Kai Havertz is saying something similar, but of course recognises his error may have been the turning point, but it's not an excuse for the rest of the team collectively collapsing. So I wanted to report on that as well, let you guys know that they're coming out and saying, look, we're not here to be quiet, we're not going to quietly say, oh, it's just one of those days, we demand greatness. So that's interesting to hear. I want to get your thoughts about it as well, so get down into the comment section below and express your feelings on everything I've spoken about today. And if you've enjoyed the content, drop a like, it helps me out a lot, man. Consider subscribing if you haven't done so, and always make sure that bell notifications icon is switched on. Alright man, thanks for hanging out, enjoy the football, and I'll see you later.
What's up with that bad boy tuck? I'ma get it how I'm living, I'ma walk the walk. Outline my lines, I rap through thought. Body bag the verse, outlined in chalk. In my life seen trouble, hustle on the double. Silence on the trigger like my pick got a muzzle. Yo chick like to guzzle, bad boy stay in trouble. I only love this paper, sorry I don't. I laugh me, baby.